Welcome to the Rainy Cats and Dogs podcast. I'm your host, Shannon,
I'm Arianna.
and we're here, but separate
We're here.
over Zoom, so hopefully it sounds okay.
It is fun.
Gotta get our music in. It's the best. Well, Happy New Year! Part
We've
3.
been on here since New Year.
Yes, I know. I'm saying part 3.
Okay, I didn't let you finish.
Okay. Alice is wanting to wear my skin or something.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. We are currently trying to replace the pipes under our sink.
Oh, why? Is it still leaking?
Yeah, so they were leaking after we went and cleaned them, and they had like an 1/8 inch of sludge around the whole thing. And then after we put it all back together, it was leaking. So Lucas went out and got new stuff, and then now we're struggling with the one tailpiece to attach. That's like the piece that attaches to the sink and the dishwasher.
Mm-hmm.
Because we replaced all the other parts, but that one, and those were the ones that were leaking, and then they were fine. Except now this piece was that we didn't replace was leaking, so we had to take everything down, replace the one piece we did not replace.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
Yep, we were struggling a little bit on how to attach it.
Sounds awful.
He's becoming a plumber.
Okay, well, that's all right.
Yep, he's
Then
been doing great.
great. I know I need to hire a plumber for your sink. It just doesn't go down. I think
Yeah.
I think because you have a mascara tube wedged between the straight pipe, it didn't even make it to the elbow.
Yeah, because we took it apart and looked at the P-trap. There's mascara tube that I dropped was not in there, so
So yeah, I'm assuming that's what the problem is.
yeah. Oh, it's gonna be the moment of truth, and he's screwing on the final pieces.
No?
Gonna make sure they're nice and tight. Oh, we were trying to get off the one piece forever. It turns out we were just trying to turn it the wrong way.
Oh, what it's righty
It
tighty.
was like the
loosey.
opposite, I think,
It
than
wasn't
all the
lefty
rest of
loosey?
them. Yeah,
Oh,
it was like the one piece that was like the opposite of the rest of them.
okay. Then that's not your fault.
Yeah, it was not. Yeah,
Still hurt to take off.
yeah, it was all like pointy on the edges, and it definitely hurt the hands.
Oh geez, you should use the wrench.
We didn't have one that was big enough to fit around pipes.
You need those big ones. Like I'm addicted to a show called Landman right now, and so they have giant ones for the oil drill things.
Oh, yeah, we don't have anything like that 'cause, we don't have any oil drills. You have to do the other one first, I think.
Yeah, I was just trying to see it. There you go.
Oh, you got it. I'm, backseat plumbing while I was sitting watching him do the pipes into this thing. So what's been going on with you?
I'm sure you'd love it. Well, I have some very exciting news.
Yes? Oh, that's right.
I have 2 new additions to my family.
They're
2
so cute.
2 kittens, one all black one, and I named him Salem, and then a gray kitty with a little bit of white, and I named her Serena.
Yes, are you gonna put photos up? They're so cute. And they're so
Yeah.
tiny still.
They're
They're
still
also very playful.
super playful, super friendly. Of course, I have them in a separate room because, cats and dogs, everyone's gotta smell them, get used to them. Alice is ridiculous. She just whines. So I open the door, and then I have a gate there to keep all the animals out, but and to keep them in, but that way they can smell them and see them playing and stuff, and I have it closed, though, when I'm not right there because obviously cats would climb out of the
Yeah, they
separate
could just jump right over
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah. But, while I'm in there so Niko, the ragdoll, was very attached to Arianna's kittens, Miso and Maisie, and he has been very depressed, like, barely eating, he's very grumpy, so and I've been sad, so to cheer me up and Niko up, we have these 2 kittens. Arianna got them actually for me, and now Niko is jealous, so it's good, he's not depressed anymore, he's eating,
Yes.
so, but whenever I go into the room where the kittens are, he sits out there and then he goes and gets a toy and plays by himself when I'm in there playing with the kittens. So, I thought he'd be a little bit more interested in wanting their attention, but now he's trying to show me he's fun and he also likes toys. So I'm like, all right.
Yeah, that's great.
So I play with the kittens, then I play with Niko for a little bit, and he's been extra snuggly. So hopefully he'll eventually warm up to them as he did to your 2 kittens, and before that, we had another cat that Arianna had brought home, Natsu. Natsu had passed away last year, but he was also very attached
Loves
to
him.
him.
Yeah. So at
So
least that's why we know he is good with kittens and actually, like, he takes them under his wings. Has he stopped, like, crying at your door at night?
yes, and then this morning, I thought he was getting I have a cat, Mojo, he is 12, gonna be 13 soon, and he was at first like, "Oh, Mojo and Niko are playing," like, "Oh, that's so cute," and then I realized Mojo was not happy. Niko was playing with Mojo, but Mojo was just trying to fight for his life and get away from him. So,
Yeah, he just
uh,
wants to see it's actually making Niko in a playful mood, I think, which is
I
good.
which
He's
is
just
good.
big,
Yes,
so you're not
Niko
being too rough.
he's a 20-pound ragdoll, so he is a big cat, he plays rough, and yeah, so I wanna make sure he's fully on board with these kittens before they are free to roam about, because these kittens are like 3 pounds, like,
Yeah,
they're
they're
s I
so
if that.
little.
They're so little, they're itty bitty, and Ariana
Remember
got them through a rescue, so which is great, so that way, like, they'll be spayed and neutered through them, they'll have all their shots but 1, so it really is, I like, go
Yeah,
rescue, woo.
I know, I think it's a great rescue. And but remember how he would play with, like, the girls and stuff who are also very much smaller than Niko? We're like, "Gee, she's really rough," and they'd, like, cry out a little bit, but then they go back for more and attack him and playing.
Yep, yeah. So, I mean, I think we'll get there. So right now, Salem, like, he looks like he's so tiny, and then he'll just look at me with his big eyes, and he's just so cute. And then little big eyes, I should say. And then today, Serena, she actually started purring for me when, like, I was playing with her, then
Oh!
I picked her up, and she started purring. I'm like, okay, because she's been more skittish. And it took me a long time to land on that name, and I'll kinda explain my thought process. So, Salem is kind of from Teenage I wanted something witchy, so teenage Sabrina the Teenage Witch and a little bit, Salem Witch Trials. So, I did that for the all black kitty, Salem, and then I wanted something witchy for Serena, and I was leaning towards the name Luna, but I feel like that's such a
Yeah,
basic name right
too
now.
basic.
So many people name their cats and dogs Luna. So, but I didn't want Sabrina for a couple reasons, because it's not like it's truly I'm not naming these cats after that show. So, but Serena is after there was a witch on an old-fashioned show, which I'm sure nobody's probably heard of. It was called Bewitched. I used to watch reruns when I was a child, 100 years ago, and there was a witch, Serena, so that's why I went with Serena.
Yes, I like it. They're so cute. Yeah, 'cause, when I was over when they had dropped them off, Salem was all purring already with just playing around when he
Mhm.
first got there, but you could tell Serena took a little longer to open up.
Yeah, and it's really cute too, like, now when I go in there, like, generally, they're laying on a blanket, both, together, and then they both run to me when I come in, so they're getting excited to see me. So, it's nice. So and
Aw.
I've been home because I was off today too for the holiday, so I was able to, like, keep spending a lot of time with them this weekend, which I really appreciate and like. So,
That's great.
yes, I just wish I I wish I could have the whole week off just to be home and hang out with kitties.
Yes.
That's not
Ah,
reality.
no, I wish.
I know, I wish. So, I thought do you have anything else to share before I move on?
Just in case anyone wanted to know, update on the plumbing. Lucas has become a plumber. He has installed everything now, reinstalled the dishwasher attachment, and so far, no leaks. And then
Woo!
after the podcast, I'm gonna do a load in the dishwasher so we can test that out.
Oh, well, shouldn't you, like, run stuff down the sink first before you
Yeah,
do
we did
the
that.
Oh, okay.
But, like, the dishwasher is, like, attached separately through a hose to it.
Mhm, yeah. Nope.
But so far, so good. We have stopped the leaks.
Yes. That is awesome. So oh, yeah, I never did we introduced them, we got right into it. If you're new here, we just chit-chat and talk
Yeah,
about
we
our
talk about
stories.
plumbing.
No, this is not a plumbing podcast by any means.
It's my home renovation podcast. We've also started to paint the living room, and we're into the color drenching. That's when you paint the trim the same color as the walls.
Mhm.
And every time at the end, you're like, oh, wow, it looked good. God, we did that. But at the start, you're always like, why are we doing this? Because it's such a pain to paint around the windows and get the trim on the windows.
Oh, yeah, that sounds like fun. So lots of painter's tape all around?
No, I hate doing painter's tape because, it just makes it take twice as long, so I just freehand it.
Oh my gosh. I shared with you a TikToker that I follow. She honestly is an angel. She was one of the best angel tree people. Like she just kept, doing angel trees for like people. She did them amazingly for children and senior citizens and animals. Like she was amazing. So anyway, this TikToker, she did painting with lines because that's what she wanted.
Oh,
And,
yeah.
and so
It's
she'll let
stripes.
you
It's
do
like
it.
a circus.
Well, yeah. But it makes you wanna paint it just because it looked cool. Like, you know how satisfying it is to take off painter's tape? So what you do is first you have to do your base color again so the paint doesn't leak. So you do painter's tape, then you do the base coat, then you do the coat the color that you want, and then you take off the painter's tape, and then you have striped walls. And I thought it looked cool. I'm like, "I wanna stripe something. Should I stripe my bathroom? I gotta stripe something."
No, Lucas sent me I wonder if it's the same TikToker that did it.
Yeah.
But I think it was red. He sent me a hallway where it was, like, striped, like, red, and, like, the top of the walls just had, like, wings cutting too on the bottom, and I was like, "He wanted to do that." I'm like, "Absolutely not. It looks like a circus."
Well, during the holiday, she taped up in her bathroom, it was all wrapping paper. She just, like, made it look like wallpaper, and it was just, like, Christmas
That's
exploding in
actually
her
really cool.
bathroom. But it was really cool. Oh
Another
my
update on
god.
me. I think I might have an infection on my thumb
Oh, no.
where I cut myself with the knife, and then now it hurts to touch, and it's, like, under the nail.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You should maybe soak it in soapy warm water.
Okay, yeah. 'Cause,
And
yeah, we're slowly buying things because so I realized, I don't have any hydrogen peroxide or anything like that.
yes,
We
if
didn't
you're
have
new
pain
here, she just moved into a new house 3 weeks ago. So,
yeah, and then we didn't have painkillers until this past weekend, which would've been nice to have because Lucas hurt his back at one point, so, we're stocking things up that, we're just used to having in the house.
yes, she's used to moms having it. She just
Yeah.
automatically you run low, she replenishes. So, no, that's good to have, like, some
Yeah.
ibuprofen, acetaminophen, those type of things in your home.
But anyways, did you have something planned?
I did. So, next week or the week after, I would like for you and I to do, like, an aura test.
Ooh,
So, if it's really long, I think we'll do it beforehand, then discuss it.
mhm.
But today, I thought we'd go over our yearly horoscopes for the year and see if anything comes true, and maybe we'll read, like, a couple others just, for fun.
Yeah.
So the 2026 yearly horoscope. So according to this website, which I'll give credit, which is psychicworld.com, 2026 is no ordinary year. The rare Saturn Neptune conjunction is at 0 degrees. Aries makes a cosmic reset that only
Ooh.
happens once every 36 years. Our team of expert astrologers have analyzed every major transit to bring you comprehensive predictions for love, career, health, and personal growth. So, I mean, they have a lot more here, but I was just going to move it on. So, the first one on the list is Aries,
Ooh.
which is Ariana is an Aries.
Let's hear it.
So, Aries, 2026 is your year of serious personal redefinition.
Ooh.
Everything you thought you knew about yourself is up for review. This is not a crisis, it is an upgrade. The version of you that enters January will look very different from the woman who walks into 2027. Embrace the discomfort. Growth rarely feels comfortable, and you have never been one to shy away from a challenge, which I think is kind of perfect because you've moved into your new home, right? So, like,
Yes,
kind of perfect,
it is.
going from like, being a little homesick to being like, oh my God, I love living on my own. And you know what I mean?
Mhm.
Learning how to be a backseat plumber, all those things. Okay. So the first half of 2026 brings a rare cosmic reset directly in your sign. Old identities, outdated goals, and beliefs that no longer serve you are dissolving. This can
Mm.
feel disorientating, but is making space for something far more aligned with who you are becoming. By summer, you will have a clearer sense of direction. Trust the process, even when you cannot see the full picture.
Okay, I like that. That
Uh-huh.
fits very well.
There's a lot here, so I don't know if you want me to keep reading your whole horoscope for the year.
I won't make you do that.
Okay, so this is how will you grow this year? There's another section, what
Mhm.
should you focus on?
Okay.
What will what will couples evolve together for relationships?
Mm.
Which sign sparks magic with you? Any of those?
I'm gonna pick one you think sounds good.
Okay. Love in 2026 requires you to show up differently. The chase is less instant. Oh, is that the single one? Oh, what you should focus on. Patience. Yes, you read that correctly. 2026 asks the zodiac's most impulsive sign to slow down and strategize. This does not mean losing your fire, it means directing it with intention. The opportunities coming your way require maturity and long term thinking. React
Mhm.
less, respond more. Your future self will thank you.
Yeah, that seems about right.
And then this is what will 2026 bring you in love? Love in 2026 requires you to show up differently. But the chase, I don't think that, see, this seems like if you were single. The chase is less interesting to you now. What you crave is depth, honesty, and someone who can match your intensity without trying to tame it. This year strips away superficial connections and brings you face to face with what you actually want from a partner.
Mm.
So that, that's good. Do you
Yeah.
want me to send you this to you?
Yeah, send that over so I can read the whole thing.
Yes. I didn't realize how long they would be, so I'm probably gonna just do a little bit of mine too, and then we can move on to Reddit. But no, this is actually interesting. I can even share the link though on
Yeah,
Instagram too.
definitely.
Okay, let me get out of this. So how do I
Definitely seems very fitting.
It really does.
And I'm needing patience in this very moment.
Well, a copy. I'm like, I don't know how to send it to you. I don't know how to copy this. I got it. So I'm sending this to you now, and then I'm gonna go on to mine. Okay. Doo-doo-doo. So now I am a Libra.
Yes, let's hear the Libra.
Libra 2026 is a year of profound growth through challenge. This is not the easiest year you will experience, but it may be one of the most transformative. Relationships, commitments, and your understanding of balance are all being tested. What emerges on the other side is a stronger, clearer version of yourself who
Ooh,
no longer sacrifices her needs for harmony.
wow.
Is profound.
I feel like this is also very fitting for you too.
It really is. That is yes. I mean, I'm going through a lot of different changes with Ariana moving out and other things personally, and I agree. I think this is great. I'll read what shifts should I expect? Your partnership sector is under serious pressure throughout 2026. Relationships that lack solid foundations will struggle. This is not punishment, it's purification. The connections that survive this year are the ones worth keeping. Mid-year brings the peak of this intensity. By autumn, you'll have a much greater clarity about who belongs in your life.
Oh gosh.
Yeesh, that sounds like that's a little
Sounds
scary, but
intense.
that does sound intense. Okay, what should I focus on? Learning to be comfortable with discomfort. Your natural instinct is to smooth things over and avoid conflict and keep everyone happy. Oh my God. Do they know me or do they know me?
Yeah.
2026 makes this impossible. The growth available this year requires you to sit with tension, have difficult conversations, and choose yourself even when it disrupts the peace. This is how you find real balance.
Ooh, okay.
Wow.
Wow. Now your love life?
Okay, love life. So there's two things. So what will 2026 bring for you in love? Then I want to read the single experience. Okay.
Okay.
And then we'll be done. Love in 2026 is your greatest teacher. Partnership faces serious tests this year, asking you to examine what you truly want versus what you have been settling for. Illusions about relationships dissolve, especially mid year. This can feel painful, but clarity is ultimately liberating. You cannot build real love on foundations of fantasy. Okay? Which makes no sense for me. I'm not in a relationship.
Yeah.
Okay. What will singles experience?
Ooh, let's
If
see.
you are single, 2026 is better suited for understanding your relationship patterns than rushing into something new. Why have past partnerships struggled? What do you actually need, not just want? Use this reflective year to break cycles. The clarity you gain now prepares you for the healthier love when the timing is right.
Yes, what you need is a mechanic. I would like them if they
Oh,
did mechanic.
yes, a mechanic. Well, yeah, Lucas is already a plumber, so now I gotta get him back over here to fix that other pipe, and then so I
Oh,
just need a mechanic.
yeah, his skills in plumbing went way up, so now he's ready to take on harder projects.
So and now, or a carpenter, because then they could build your bookshelf. They could help me
Um,
here. I could get a pool deck.
Yep.
Hereford would also work. Then for me, for love, says your kinky outlook for 2020.
Ew.
I'm not
I
gonna
don't
read
need to
it.
hear that one.
I just thought it was funny that it's for me. Career, money, and crypto in 2026. Ooh, I'd like that. Okay, I do want this because I am hoping for professional growth.
Mhm.
So let's go. What opportunities await? From June onwards, your social and professional networks expand dramatically. Group projects, professional associations, and collaborative ventures flourish. Opportunities come through connections rather than solo efforts. Your ability to maintain relationships across different groups become a career asset. You know, matters as much as what you know this year. What? Who you
Who you
know?
know?
Yeah, I was like, ooh, who? Sorry, I don't have my
Who you know?
who matters as much as what you know this year. All right. Well, doesn't say a promotion anywhere in there, but basically
Well,
keep
it
building
sounds
your
like if you have
relationship.
connections, you might get that promotion.
Yes, exactly. So yeah, I'm going to share this link because it's so long. I had no idea. I thought it would be like a paragraph or two.
Yeah.
There's so much. I'll share the link on our Instagram page. So definitely click on it and check it out. Or you can go right to psychicworld.com for your yearly horoscope.
Yeah, I like that. They were both very fitting.
So
See,
fitting.
I always say like, no, I don't believe in that. And then every time I hear something like, oh, why does that match me?
Well, I always like take it as entertainment, right?
Yeah.
And then you hear
Same
things
with like, like going to psychics and stuff. You can't live by it 100% and tell you what to do, but it's fun. And
no. So one of my friend's grandmother was an astrologer. So she wasn't a psychic, but she studied the stars and the planets and all the alignments. She truly believed in it truly matters like when your child is born, like what day, what month. Like she
mhm,
did all like numerology too with
that's
all that.
interesting. Yeah.
So when my friend she had to have a cesarean. She had her first cesarean, and because of complications, she knew she'd have a second cesarean. And so when they're picking the date, the grandmother's like, that day is not ideal. They're like, it's fine, but they're going to be attention seeking. Like like could be a little bit narcissistic, could be a little bit this. Like she gave all these different personality traits, and I found it very interesting.
So maybe there is a science behind it.
So there is, and I'm like, "Oh," and then the child, which I could tell you off air, is similar. I wouldn't say narcissistic, but definitely like, attention seeking, definitely like different. I was like, "Wow." Like, so
Hmm.
our grandma like, there's a science behind astrology, so I do find it
Oh,
interesting.
it's crazy.
The stars know.
Yes.
So do you have
Uh-huh.
some Reddit stories?
I do. So we're gonna start with a fun one from r/relationship advice, posted by 0xKITX0. My boyfriend, 26 male, has been searching and looking at other women online to jerk off while I'm 27 female living with him.
Oh, okay.
My
Uh,
boyfriend and I have been dating for a year and already moved in together. In the early times after moving in with him, I discovered he was saving other women's pictures, half naked or completely naked, on his phone, and all his social media newsfeed is about porn and half naked women. He jerks off to them even when I'm beside him.
oh, okay.
Daisy.
I immediately got uncomfortable and told him how I felt about him getting turned on by other women he sees online, whether it's influencers posting half naked photos or porn stars. He immediately said he was just looking. I already told him how it made me feel insecure about myself, especially because I would never look like the woman he searched and fantasized about online. Got to a point I left him and went back to my place. He apologized and he said he understands my feelings and promises not to look at other women again. He even volunteered to delete or uninstall all social media apps on his phone and deleted all those photos and videos in his gallery. About 6 months last night, I found out he never stopped and just got good at hiding it, but not good enough for me not to see everything. Can anyone tell me how to help my boyfriend understand my feelings and help him stop from searching other women? Could this be normal for them to search other women to jerk off while in a relationship and living together? P.S. I don't deprive my boyfriend from any sexual activity with me. He's the type of guy that doesn't release when having intercourse, not just to me, but with all of his past. He only releases when he does a hand job or I help him, whether it's a hand job or a blow job. I
Oh.
have to help him 1 to 3 times on a daily. He doesn't even help me with my release. We do have intercourse, but rarely. We, could live without doing it for a month.
Oh, okay. What the heck?
Lucas
Uh,
just said immediate breakup.
yes, okay. So, at first I was like, kinda like, okay, the boyfriend, men are visual, like, have a conversation about both your comfort levels and what you need. Obviously, you could have open dialogue and see if you're sexually compatible with what you both are expecting. But it sounds like he has some deeper issues, and people that watch and porn is just so readily available online, it's so easy. I think that sometimes and a lot of young not a lot, but there are a group of younger people that are coming out that are having more issues having just regular sex because they've become desensitized to porn. And it
Mhm.
sounds like this might be his fault. Like, that's what I mean? It's not his fault, but
Yeah.
his from
His issue.
his issue from doing that. So, there are therapists that can help you because I don't know.
Yeah.
It's not her job I mean, obviously she can help him, but, like, in order to fix this problem, because release should come from sex, and if you're looking at too much your porn and women and constantly having that visualization, and he obviously takes care of himself a certain way, it really that's how what his body's used to. Like, he's, like, Pavloved himself for that. Like, he can only do it that way.
Like, wasn't there a story on Reddit, like we heard somewhere else, where he could only release, as she puts it in here, when he was pooping because he would
Yes,
masturbate on the toilet?
he Pavloved himself, like he could only do that while he was pooping. Like
Yeah.
you trained your brain, so now you have to retrain your brain to do things differently. You obviously have to want to, like, change things. So I don't know, I think how long have they been dating?
A year.
It's only a year, girl, I'd get out. But if she really loves him, he definitely needs to seek out, a sexual therapist to help them. Yeah.
Yeah, top comment, "Sounds like a porn addiction.
Mhm.
Sorry you're dealing with this." Yeah, the other crazy thing is he was doing it right next to her.
Well, yeah, you know what? I know of a married couple that would happen with, and their marriage didn't last. It wasn't a close friend, it was just someone that
Mhm.
was more removed from years ago. But yeah, that's not a good sign, like,
Yeah,
in your relationship, and that would make me feel very uncomfortable. Like, imagine, like, I know it's him doing it, but imagine, like, that's you doing that next to your partner. He'd be like, "Well, I'm right here." Like,
yeah,
it's
very odd.
very odd. So, it's more of his addiction and what he's conditioned his body and what he's conditioned himself to do.
Yeah. Another comment, like, "You should deprive him more. What a man-child." And OP responded, "I think he wouldn't mind not having sex with me anymore, just as long as he can watch other women and masturbate, it's fine."
Yeah, I mean, sounds like he doesn't necessarily need a girlfriend.
No.
Yeah, if I was her, I'd probably just be out. Like, have that conversation with him if you want to, but I would probably be out.
Yeah.
You know how, like, that meme with Homer Simpson, we go into the bushes? I
Yeah.
would just kinda like, "Peace out."
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Right. Let's see. Oh, let's do this one. This is posted on r/2 hot takes, and the user has been deleted.
Ooh,
This was posted 2 years ago,
okay,
so there is an update. I'll let you know that.
cool.
So the title is I, 26 female, caught my 34 male husband texting a minor. I am on an 8-hour road trip with him and don't know what to do.
Oh my gosh, okay. That's jail. Like, what is he texting? Like, I need more context. Alright, let's
Yep.
go.
I am absolutely shaking right now. My husband and I oh gosh, hold on. My husband and I have known 3 years and have gotten married 6 months ago. He is perfect and everything I could have asked for. These past years, I thought I'd been living the dream, but now everything has fallen apart. 2 hours into our road trip, my husband decided to stop at a gas station and get us some snacks. I stayed inside the car and was waiting for him until I noticed he got a notification from his Instagram. This surprised me because he was always adamant of never wanting to get Instagram. I opened up his phone and decided to check what it was. Upon opening it, I found messages with a teenage girl. I only saw a couple of them, but they consisted of "I love you" and "I can't wait to see you again," and him sliding on her story saying that she looks beautiful. I clicked on her profile, and it was obvious that she was a teenager, somewhere around 14 to 16. The fact that he was cheating on me didn't even register in my brain. It was more the fact that he was texting these things to someone underage. I did not have the chance to look further because he came back within 10 minutes. I don't know what to do. I'm terrified, betrayed, and disgusted. I am stuck with him for 6 more hours, and he's noticing I am acting weird. I don't want to confront him on the road, and I feel like these hours are driving me crazy. I need to vent and need some support or something. And I've been faking being sick to just get him off my back as to why I'm not holding his hand or being affectionate with him. And now I should go along with it and pretend for my sake, but I physically can't bring myself to it. I'm going to try to take a nap, and truly everyone's this is an edit. Advice is taking everyone's advice to heart. We're on a trip to see my parents, so after these hours I will feel safe.
Oh my gosh. Like, first of all, I need more context. Like, what exactly are these messages? But I would feel the same way. Like, you just discussed it. Like, why are you having any conversation with this young girl? Like, unless it's like a family of a friend, you know what I mean? But it sounds like it's just a stranger, like some young girl. So
Yeah.
I don't know. What would you do in that situation? Like, you're just trying to get through to get to your parents' house, I think.
Yeah, no, you just have to fake it.
And then, because you don't want him to get angry, because clearly, do you even know this person that you're on this road trip with? Like, I don't know. Like, that's, to me, that's being, pedophilia is like beyond cheating. Like, that's just disgusting. The person is not right in the head if that is what he is doing.
Yeah.
I have no, So yeah, she needs to get safe, and then she needs to demand more information. And if he doesn't give it, she needs to call the police. They need to investigate this.
Top comment: when you get on the phone again, screenshot as much of it as you can and text it to yourself. Delete the screenshots as well as the deleted images in the Photos app and the text. Compile this and email Instagram support. Tell them everything you know about him, including make, model of his phone, where he would be logging in from geographically. They should be able to take it from there. They have teams internally that will make sure the authorities are involved. These actions are criminal. I'm sorry you're going through this. P.S. It's probably safer to make a plan to leave as soon as possible and don't confront him directly.
If she can get his phone again, though, but if she
Yeah.
can't, yeah, that's the thing. Can he get to his phone? Because at this point, when she gets to her parents' house, I wouldn't want to be like in her bedroom with him. I wouldn't want to be alone in a room with him. I'd be
Mhm.
disgusted. Though I didn't realize, like, I thought call the police right away, that you could contact Instagram support and give them all that information.
Yeah, because hold on one second. It says also in that same commenter said, source, I used to work at a social network as a moderator, and we had a process that fast tracked these kind of things in a team that worked with the authorities. That's just kind of neat.
That's neat, and that is really good to know,
Yeah.
especially someone that maybe that's not comfortable calling the local police. You can contact them, and the police will get involved
They'll just get it
automatically.
handled, and then they would be able to access all, like, the
The
messages and
data.
everything. Yeah.
Exactly, because you're not gonna be able to get everything, and by the time he might start deleting it, but they'll have everything. Nothing's truly deleted. They'd
Yeah.
have access to all of that.
There
Wow,
is another comment.
okay.
Okay, only because I really, really, really don't want this to be true. Is there any chance at all that he's her dad? How screwed up is it to feel like a secret child is better than this? Stay safe, OP. Do whatever you need to do to get where you're going. Tell your folks everything and consider getting this dude out of her life, whatever his story is.
Oh yes, secret dad would be way better.
Yes, way better. Still could be angry about that hiding a secret, but that's way better than having
Yes,
cheating with a minor.
exactly, way better. Who knows, depending on, keeping that a secret, your marriage could or could not come back from it, but at least, it's still way better.
Yeah.
So what's the update?
All right. First, I want to thank everyone for the support and advice they gave. Like I said in my previous post, I just fell asleep during the car ride and told them I felt sick. We were heading to my parents' house and I really wanted to be by them. However, within 45 minutes, my husband woke me up and told me he found a nearby hotel for us to stay in. He said he was worried about me and wanted me to rest in a real bed. He also brought medicine for me. At this point, I was freaking out because I knew I was in an unfamiliar area and he was being extra clingy. Once we got in the room, we laid down and he kept cuddling me and giving me kisses. It made me feel sick, so I left to go to the bathroom. I stayed in the bathroom for about an hour. I scrolled through everyone's comments and kept pacing myself about what to do. I knew my husband was growing concerned because he kept checking on me. After I left the bathroom, he looked so worried, and I just needed to let everything out. I know the number one advice given was not to confront him, and it was probably a horrible move, but I couldn't take it. I told him I found his Instagram messages. He immediately started apologizing and saying he wanted to tell me sooner but couldn't find the time. He was apologizing, but not as intensely as what he could have done. So I confronted him about that and said, "What a lousy apology coming from a pedophile." He immediately went silent. He was probably silent for about 6 minutes when he broke it and asked what I was referring to. I told him, and he looked so hurt. He took a deep breath and explained everything. He said the person I looked through his messages was his 15-year-old daughter, Sarah.
There is a daughter. Yes. Okay. Woo.
He explained that she reached out to him a year ago on Facebook, and ever since then, he was trying to connect with her. He said within 6 months, he confirmed he was the father, met up with her a bunch of times, and truly formed a strong connection with her. However, 6 months ago, we got married, and he didn't want to stress me out with the news, as well as his daughter not being ready to face others. He also explained that when he was 18, he had an on and off relationship with Sarah's mom, when one day she just up and ghosted him forever. According to Sarah, her mom was also strict, which is why the messages are on Instagram to avoid her mom finding out. My mind was spiraling, and he knew that. He then placed his phone into my hand and let me scroll further. Upon scrolling, I found her referring to him as a dad, and she sent him a happy Father's Day a while back. He said he would even do another DNA test to prove it to me. I immediately felt guilty. I feel guilty that my mind took the immediate turn of innocent texts and turned them inappropriate. I felt guilty that I saw my husband in that way. I kept apologizing to him about that accusation. However, my husband just apologized and said he understood my point of view and told me it wasn't my fault. I kept trying to tell him that I was sorry, and he kept saying it was okay. I can see the look in his eyes, though, and I can see how hurt he really is. He said we should both just get some sleep and talk more later. To be honest, I can't fall asleep as I feel just disgusted with myself. About his whole secret daughter, it doesn't bother me so much, maybe because it's miles better than the alternative. But I understand that the situation, and I am happy for my husband because he wants kids desperately, but we have decided to wait 2 years to grow our marriage. I feel as though right now I flushed everything down the drain and have no clue how to make things better. There's some edits, but I think we should.
Yeah, let's digest this. Okay. Good that it's a daughter, but wait, so he
Why
found out before she married him? Why wouldn't she tell
Yes.
him?
Like, she seems like she's taking that news really well, unless it's just because
I think she
she
feels so guilty because she jumped. Anyone would jump to those conclusions,
yeah,
I think.
but he should have told her when it was first in the question, like, "This girl reached out, thinks I'm her dad, I'm gonna take a DNA test to see if I really am." Like,
Right, and
wouldn't you, like, if something came up like that, like, tell someone? Like, tell your
yes,
partner?
you tell your partner. And what if that was the deal breaker for her? Like, she deserved to have that opportunity. And if it was, then she wasn't your person. But like, she deserved to know. And then they could have gone through it together. Like, he could still tell her she doesn't want to meet you right now, and that's okay. Like, come on, like, he didn't trust her enough. Like, right now, she just has guilt because she jumped to the conclusions that, I don't how old is he? But anyway, any grown man
He's
texting
34.
34, any 34-year-old man texting a teenager, you're gonna think something's not right. I mean,
Yeah,
that's a
but
normal conclusion.
yeah, very odd. So they were together 3 years before they even got married.
Mhm.
So,
So he didn't trust her enough to tell her?
yeah, find that very odd. I'd have a problem just with that. It's not that you have a daughter, is that when it first came up, you didn't think to tell me?
Right. Right now, she probably feels so relieved that A, he's not
She's
a
like, "Oh, good,
pedophile,
he's
so
not
thank
a
God.
pedophile."
Thank goodness for that. And then she has guilt right now, but when she has time to digest that, I sure hope that she then is like, "Oh, okay, we need to discuss why you didn't think to tell me. Like, we could have gone through this together instead of you keeping it such a secret."
Yeah, that's very weird. Yeah, like, obviously understandable how the mom doesn't want the daughter reaching out to him for some reason, but, like, the daughters want other people to know, but that's your wife.
Yes,
Tell
that's
your
yours.
wife these things.
Yes, the person you marry is your person. You're supposed to have each other's backs, like, no matter what. Like, you might not tell anybody else, but you're gonna tell your wife. Like,
Yeah,
come on. Like,
crazy.
and that would be you then you're honest with your wife, like, "Look, my daughter, she's uncomfortable with anyone else knowing because her mom, for whatever reason, doesn't want anyone to know." So, but the mom gave
Crazy.
her the name, so that's all. That seems like another whole thing to dive into eventually, but
Oh, yeah. Yikes.
yeah, so what's the edits?
Okay. Edits. To the people who think my husband sucks for not telling me earlier, he acknowledged that I was wrong, and through his apology, I understand why he did it. I'm slightly hurt, however, if I put myself in his shoes, revealing a secret daughter would be hard and difficult. Well, it wouldn't have been a secret daughter because you didn't even know.
Right, because he didn't know, so it wouldn't have been a secret.
I don't think it's he doesn't trust me, more of it's a delicate situation to bring up. She's way too understanding, I think.
Very.
Another item. To the people who think I suck for invading my husband's privacy and making rash assumptions, yes, that is as horrible as of me, and I take full accountability. My husband understands my point of view and doesn't blame me for rushing to conclusions. Although he was hurt, I can imagine him as that sort of person. Long story short, we were both empathize with each other's actions. Yes, we were both hurt, but understand why the course of events played out this way. Thank you to all the comments, and I don't know what kind of proof I can give, but one thing I can assure you is that I did not steal this off of some TikTok and would like if anyone had the TikTok I stole it from. So someone must be accusing her of making it up.
Oh, okay. No, I don't think she's being way too understanding, honestly. And what else would you think? Like, I don't know why people are trolling on her, but no matter what you post, people are going to you're always going to have those haters anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I feel bad for her. And I think she's being very generous of him. I mean, again, you can work through whatever, but I think that I would want to know why he didn't trust me to tell me.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a bigger issue.
Mhm. Because once you find out you have a daughter, or like, hey, this girl contacted me. She's like 13. She says I'm the dad. Like, I want to take a paternity test to make sure.
Yeah,
Like,
because then
that's
it
something
wouldn't
you
have
do
been
together.
an issue. Yeah.
Wouldn't be issues because it's not like he's been hiding her for 13 years. He just found out about her.
Yeah. Yeah. No, yeah, that's so weird. I don't understand the reasoning, but whatever.
Yeah, I
They
guess
seem
everyone's
someone.
different. Exactly.
Crazy.
Hmm. Do you have another one?
Let's see. Um, let's see. Some of these are very long.
Do you have plans tonight?
Oh, let's get some painting done.
Oh, well, Lucas can paint. He does it all, right? He's the plumber. He's the painter.
Still working on this thing. His dad gave him some weird snake thing that's supposed to be able to get like really deep and pull things out, and he pulled out a bunch of gunk.
Ooh, okay. I'm gonna gag just thinking about it. Ooh.
All right. We're gonna do one more from r/relationship advice, posted by Crimson Chick. This is 18 plus, not suitable for work and for anyone that needs to know. BF 21 male was violent with me, 22 female, in bed a day after being in the ER. How do we move forward?
It sounds like you part ways.
Yes. My boyfriend, 21 male, and I, 22 female, have been dating for a little over a year. I was in the ER yesterday and was there for the last week. I'm very fragile right now, and I am in recovery for what happened last week. I also have chronic conditions that flare, and he knows all of this. There was a party today that is frat through, and I wasn't up for it, so we agreed to hang out after. I get to his apartment, and he is literally wasted and wobbling over things. Then we go to his room and on his bed, and we start having sex, but this time he's being super rough. I usually don't mind a little, but he was actually hurting me. He literally choked me so hard and long, it was scary. I felt myself passing out. and he hit my head so hard I saw stars and wanted to cry. Then he wouldn't stop making out with me, and I felt like I couldn't breathe because I was pinned down. He was acting like I was a doll or something and just moving me around. I told him to stop, and he did, and he apologized. Now my head hurts so bad, and my neck does, and I just want to cry. I have red marks all over me. I am still shaking. He is passed out drunk on the couch. I can't get up from his bed because I took Tylenol and waiting for it to work. He is usually the sweetest and very caring and bought me a bunch of food and snacks so I can recover here. He literally has never been violent like this before. I'm just so disappointed because this is so out of character. I guess I'm just here looking for advice on how to talk to this about with him and how to proceed with him, or if anyone has been in a similar situation.
I mean, if he hadn't been drinking, maybe that wouldn't have happened, but that's not an excuse.
No.
I would leave, honestly. I don't know if she has another place to go or a home to go to. Obviously, that could be a conversation that can never happen again. But if he's not in full control, will it? Is this who he is when he drinks heavily? I don't know. I would be out because at this point, it seems like assault for me. Like, I feel like she was assaulted by him.
Yeah, I definitely feel that way too.
I obviously she can when he's sober, you can have a conversation about it, but, like, you never want to chance that next time. Will there be a next time? I don't
Yeah.
know. Like, why was there this time?
Huh? Crazy. Top comment. Your odds of being killed in an active intimacy partner violence increase because he choked you. This was a violent assault. Please end it. There will be no amount of snacks that make it up to your friends and family if he doesn't stop next time.
Exactly. Like, I don't know, and I don't it's hard when people are involved in it because then the next day he can be sweet and apologetic, and then you wanna stay with him, but this is not good.
No.
You
Another
really
comment.
it's dangerous.
Um, Another comment. He's honestly too preoccupied with his college life to have a meaningful relationship that you deserve. Take this as all the evidence you need to run. This is absolutely not normal, and no matter how drunk he was. My ex from college was also in a frat and opened up my eyes for me when I was in the ER because I couldn't breathe. And he went to the movies and bars with his sorority friends because he was sad and stressed over the situation. Someone who actually cares would never be putting your health as not a priority over a social event.
That's true too. I don't think she even cares that he left her. Seems like she would've been fine just being left alone, with her snacks and things at her place. I
Yep.
just it's the assault for me. So,
Yeah.
I would be out. I hope she has a safe place that she can go, but she needs to make a safety plan and get out of the
Yes.
relationship.
Yep, I think it's time for him to leave. Another comment. Oh my gosh, even drunk, a partner should never do this. This could be a warning about his future behavior. It's probably really hard to process this since he was drunk, but no one should ever treat you like this.
Exactly, drunk or sober, like, that's very concerning.
Very.
I mean, unless you had a conversation and he promised to never drink again like that, like, I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know,
Yeah,
would you
I think.
trust it? I don't know.
Yep, I think you leave.
I think so too. Well, that one's a rough one.
Yeah.
So I guess we'll end on the rough one. Hopefully she gets help. There's no updates or anything, is there?
No.
All right. Hopefully she gets out of that relationship and has a safe place to be.
Yes.
All right. Okay, everyone. I hope you have a great week. Thank you for joining us. Like, follow, subscribe, tell your friends.
Yes. Post on r_cats and dogs_pod on Reddit.
Yes, and then on Instagram, in the comments, I'll actually put the link for the horoscopes because they were very interesting and very, like, for both of us, very spot on. So that might be for you too. It's just
Yeah.
interesting. I mean, it's not like it gives you any like real like future information, but it's kind of like, oh my gosh, I'm reading about myself and I can see this happening. And yeah, so I don't know. All right, everyone, have a great week and be kind.
Bye.
Bye. Hold on.